The letter arrived at the precinct on May 30th, 1977, addressed simply to Captain Joseph Borelli. Inside, a chilling message awaited, penned by a hand that police had come to know all too well. It was signed, Son of Sam. New York City teetered on the edge of fear and frenzy, and the man behind the pen was nowhere to be found. Jody Valenti loved the energy of a New York summer night. She was vibrant, a nursing student with an infectious laugh, known for her kindness and dedication. On July 29, 1976, she was in a car with her best friend Donna Loria, speaking excitedly about their plans. Donna, a 19-year-old who had dreams of becoming a veterinarian, shared Jody's zest for life. But in an instant, the summer night turned into a nightmare. As they chatted in the car parked outside Donna's apartment in the Bronx, a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. Without warning, he aimed a .44 caliber revolver and fired. Donna was killed instantly. Jody survived, but was left forever scarred. It was only the beginning. The shooter would strike again and again, terrorizing the city with a series of seemingly random attacks. Each time the pattern was eerily similar. Young couples, often in a parked car, suddenly ambushed by a gunman. The killer left no clues, no fingerprints, only bodies, and a growing sense of dread. New York City newspapers soon gave the murderer a name, the .44 caliber killer, but his identity remained a mystery. Over the next several months, panic spread as more victims fell. Carl Denaro, Rosemary Keenan, and later Christine Freund and John Deal were among those brutally attacked. Some survived, others did not. The randomness of the shootings made everyone a potential target, heightening the city's anxiety. Then came the letters. Taunting, cryptic, and soaked in madness, they arrived at police stations, each one more disturbing than the last. "I am a monster," they read. "I am the son of Sam." The killer claimed to be on a mission, driven by orders from his neighbor Sam's demonic dog. The letters, filled with bizarre symbolism and chilling threats, fueled the growing media frenzy and the public's terror. The police were under immense pressure. Detectives formed a dedicated task force, combing through every shred of evidence. One of the most crucial pieces was the bullet casings found at the crime scenes, all matching the same .44 caliber weapon. But that alone wasn't enough. New York City's vastness and the randomness of the attacks made pinpointing the killer a Herculean task. What was driving this killer? Why the letters? And why the fixation on young couples? Investigators delved into the psyche of this elusive figure. Psychological profilers painted a picture of a deeply disturbed individual, someone who craved attention and notoriety. But even with this understanding, the killer's identity remained shrouded in mystery. Then on March 8, 1977, another letter arrived. This time, it was addressed to Daily News columnist Jimmy Breslin. "Please inform all the detectives working on the case that I wish them the best of luck," it read. It was filled with taunts about the police's failures to capture him, mocking their efforts. The letter ended with a cryptic warning that more attacks were imminent. The city held its breath. As the summer of 1977 approached, the killer struck again. On June 26, 1977, Judy Placido and Sal Lupo were shot outside a Queens disco. They survived, but terror gripped the city tighter. The press dubbed him Son of Sam after the letters, cementing his infamous moniker. What investigators would eventually find would shock everyone. We will get to that. But first, the final attacks would push the city to its breaking point. Stacy Moskowitz and Robert Violante were the last victims, gunned down on July 31, 1977, in Bath Beach, Brooklyn. This time, a crucial clue surfaced. A witness nearby had noticed something unusual: a man removing a parking ticket from his yellow Ford Galaxy. The license plate number was quickly traced back to a man named David Berkowitz. Could this be the break the city had been praying for? Authorities rushed to Berkowitz's Yonkers apartment. Inside, they found a chilling collection of evidence linking him to the Son of Sam shootings. Guns, ammunition, and a diary detailing the attacks painted a damning picture. Berkowitz was arrested on August 10, 1977, finally ending the city's year-long nightmare. But questions lingered. Why did he do it? Was he truly following the orders of a demonic dog, or was there more to his madness? Berkowitz's confession provided some answers, but many details remained mired in his twisted narrative. Inside the Yonkers apartment of David Berkowitz, investigators pieced together the twisted mind of a killer who held New York City hostage with fear. His diary entries formed a timeline of chaos, detailing each murder with chilling precision. The journal revealed not just his actions, but also glimpses into a psyche racked with delusions and rage. Berkowitz claimed he received orders from a neighbor's demon-possessed Labrador retriever. This bizarre assertion puzzled investigators and psychiatrists alike. Was it an elaborate ruse, or did he truly believe it? The evidence was damning. Ballistics experts confirmed that the .44 caliber revolver found in his possession matched the gun used in the Son of Sam shootings. Additionally, Berkowitz's fingerprints were discovered on one of the letters sent to the police, further cementing his connection to the crimes. Despite these confirmations, some investigators wondered if Berkowitz had acted alone. Witnesses had occasionally reported seeing more than one person near the crime scenes. Could there have been an accomplice? Berkowitz's claims about the dog seemed too outlandish even for the most hardened detectives. It made them consider whether there were elements of the story that Berkowitz had not yet revealed. This question led the investigation into murkier waters, where fact and speculation intermingled. Digging deeper, detectives unearthed a network of individuals with whom Berkowitz had corresponded, including several who shared his fascination with the occult. Was there a cult connection? Although no concrete evidence emerged to support this theory, it remained a tantalizing possibility. Investigators faced the daunting task of separating Berkowitz's madness from any potential truth. As the pieces came together, the public's focus shifted to the trial. Prosecutors argued Berkowitz was fully aware of his actions, discrediting his claims of demonic influence. The defense, however, pointed to his mental instability, suggesting he was not fit to stand trial. In a dramatic courtroom moment, Berkowitz abruptly changed his plea to guilty, foregoing a public trial. He later claimed he did this to spare his family from further embarrassment. With Berkowitz behind bars, the city's fear slowly dissipated, but questions about his motivation still lingered. He was sentenced to 365 years in prison, yet his legacy as the Son of Sam continued to haunt. Officials enacted laws preventing him from profiting from his notoriety through book deals or movies, dubbed the Son of Sam laws. Years after his arrest, Berkowitz granted a series of interviews that painted a more complex portrait. He claimed remorse, insisting he had found religion and no longer harbored violent urges. He also hinted there was more to the story, cryptic comments leaving investigators and the public alike to wonder if his confessions were just the surface of a deeper sea of truth. The most shocking element emerged when Berkowitz casually mentioned a possible network of cult members who might have been involved in the killings. According to him, the group operated in the shadows, orchestrating chaos under the guise of satanic rituals. This revelation reignited interest in the case, leading to unofficial investigations by journalists and amateur sleuths. Despite Berkowitz's claims, no substantial evidence of this cult ever came to light. The contradictions in his narratives made it difficult to discern reality from fabrication. Experts remained divided. Was Berkowitz a lone gunman or part of a larger, more sinister conspiracy? Today, the case of the Son of Sam remains a topic of intrigue and debate. While Berkowitz serves his life sentence, new generations discover his chilling story, dissecting every detail in search of answers. The enduring question persists: was there truly a larger web of evil, or was Berkowitz simply a deranged man seeking attention? The shadow of doubt that Berkowitz cast lingers over New York City. As new theories emerge and old wounds resurface, the unresolved mysteries surrounding the Son of Sam haunt those who study the case. His chilling legacy serves as a reminder of the darkness that can lie beneath the surface of ordinary life. In the end, perhaps the most unsettling aspect is the possibility that we may never uncover the full truth. The specter of uncertainty looms large, a testament to the complexities of the human mind and the depths of its potential for darkness. And so the question echoes unanswered. What if, somewhere, someone still knows more than they've ever admitted?